All right, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures. And I'm going to have to move this around. So, Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures here on a live stream tonight. Let's see here. I am talking about what I did in the month of September, what I'm going to do in the month of October, and get through riding season. It's been a crazy month, and really happy with the way things went. And it was a really productive month. Labor Day, I wasn't. Yeah. I'm not hiding behind. I'm not hiding underneath the trees. So yeah, that's one of the things I did. I'll talk about that. Well, I'll start with the more recent stuff, I guess. I went to Martin Motors riding this past weekend, and it was a good show. It wasn't. I think last year was busier. This year, I don't know if the weather was perfect, so nobody could go or everyone was busy. But it just seemed like a little off, like 7, 8, what it was the year before. It's a weird number. But I was happy with the turnout. There's a lot of BMWs and stuff there, old airheads. Let's see here, actually, we might do something else here. Might show off some pictures because I put them on Book of Face. I do not have an account yet for this. I kind of want this channel to get bigger before I start with the Facebook channel. I'm really interested in that. But yeah, I'm gonna actually do another screen share. But because I can do a bunch of how about I do it this way? Boom, boom. Hey, there we go. All right, thank you, Trekkie. I don't know what to say because I'm using the mic too. I'm not the biggest fan. If I have to switch to the mic on the system, I will. If it keeps happening, let me know. And, stage. Hey, there we go. Probably it's only Trekkie. So there we go. There goes. Okay. Sorry. Hey, that's weird. It's still working. The audio is still working. Check, check. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, check, check. Hey, hey. Nope, I don't want that. You might. Go with. Got that. I'm not using the. I don't think the Action 4s anymore. So, hey, hey, check, check. Microphone, Intel. Hey, so I'm on the mic. So I guess I'm on the. Yeah, I'm going to take this off. This is a great little device. This is but I will not be using this for live streams anymore. This is the second time in 2 months where this thing overheated. Like nobody says these things overheat. Action 4s overheat also, guys. Don't believe the BS that the show are telling you. That's twice now that's happened. I'm not real thrilled about it. So I guess I'm going off the mic. I don't need the mic too. Great little product, by the way. but using the Intel mic and the Intel camera, not what I wanted to do, but you got to make do with what you have. Uh, but yeah, we got the BMW R90S. There were two there, and they were both painted differently. So don't know which one was restored, which one wasn't. I don't know about this. This took a fall. You can tell right here. You got a nice crack in it. So something happened there where it fell. Um, it's then you had. I met the guy who owned the RE5, the Water Buffalo. Um, well, that's a different thing. He's an airhead owner like me, so Gucci, you don't know, Gucci's aren't the most popular things, but we had one here. Honda CBX, which are really rare, and you don't see a fully fared one like this. Freaking gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous. It's so clean. The lines were great. Um, this guy brought it out. It's part of the, like, I guess there's an antique Japanese motorcycle club. So they were there. I really should talk to them about working on my concourse. Um, then we had a BMW here. I'm going to zoom in on this because it says 1967 R62 down tube spread forward and stretched out. Well, why would you do that? Engine, VW opposed 4-cylinder engine. There it is. Somebody dropped an engine into a BMW. It's common. And it looks like he put on more modern. Those look like more modern forks. I don't think those are. They're definitely not period, but I don't think they're airhead. I think they're or oilhead. I think they're old airheads. But yeah, he put on some more modern stuff. And then let's get out. Let's see if I can zoom out of this a little bit. Yeah, I can. There we go. Then we had a supercharged Kawasaki there, so that was great. I recommended that for Walton, PA. And he was talking about getting an FJR, but you know, uh, that'd be a cool bike. Trust me, I'm kind of jumping up a bit on that one too. It's do some iron butt riding, and then I'm gonna zoom back in. These things have dropped in price, and when they first came out, Kawasaki hybrid bike, hybrid motorcycle, MSRP. I know it's great. The MSRP on that was 12.5, and it's now down to 799. It's a fire sale, so they're trying to get rid of them. Uh, you know, uh, I've only seen one, and that was at the BMW MOA rally, and I was not super. Like, it sounded cool, but it's too technologically advanced for motorcycle riding. Like I just want to get up and go. And you put a hybrid, you put extra batteries in. It's just too much. But it's $8,000. That is a nice price. So, and then there's the non-fitted version if you want that. Me and the other guy from the BMW MOA, we went out and he was talking about the Viper and the Interceptor. Yeah, it was a rotary again. Like I said, I met this guy and somebody brought their K bike. So uh, I do have to recommend watch Trekimoto's 2 videos. He made a 360 video at my request, and then he made another video just rolling in. And then there's 2 guys standing off to the side under a tree, and I'm one of them. There's an old airhead. Uh, Honda Room. Very rare. I know of one guy who owns one. He's the biggest tool I've ever met. Um, he he buys toys for reasons, and he has no personality. That's why he's divorced 4 times over. So he's filling the void in his heart with toys. So, and look, be very careful though. You have a link. You have that link. Pin in. I mean, you might complain about it, say it's dangerous. You did it on the Janus. Um, Another old airhead. I like the saddlebags on this one. Uh, Gucci, that actually, that's a Lehigh Valley bike. I know it's been seen at the Coopersburg Diner a lot. So yeah, a couple weeks ago, they texted me a picture, and I saw it in person here. Um, Here's a weird thing: you have a CBX here, and you have a CBX here, both fully fared, both same color, both with saddlebags. You know, and it just was really weird. You don't see a CBX, and then you don't see two CBXs that are identical. That might be a slightly better picture. But then here's the weird thing about this one. So the one 9,500 bucks, which that's actually not bad, but it's a school bike. It only has 2 miles and there's no title, so it's kind of a parts bike. Good luck. Good luck getting yeah, good luck getting that. Titled. Now that Vermont has gotten rid of their loophole, you're not going to have that happen. Did I go through everything? Or was that just another picture of the Moto Guzzi? There's another picture of the BMW. Like I said, that was really neat. Um, the BMW with the Beetle engine. Another Guzzi. I mean, I like Gucci's. They sound good. Another picture of the Rune. There's that whole front suspension. It's a beautiful bike. It's a very pretty bike. Oh, and then you go from I'm the weirdo who likes I thought the Rune was great, and then you have the PC 800, and it's weird. That's why I like it. So it's all plastic. This was made by Tupperware. Tupperware did make all this stuff. Okay, so you do have a two-cylinder under there. I think you actually have dual spark plugs too. But the coolest thing is you have this trunk. You don't have saddlebags. You don't have a rear bag. You have a trunk. And just the neatest video. It looks like the guy can fit his helmet in there too. So that's actually better than my wife's Vespa. They say you could put a helmet in that thing, and you can't. Then we're back to the beginning. So yeah, that was Martin Moto, and this weird guy standing under the tree. He rolled it. I know some people couldn't make it. He didn't make it, this year, and I know Walt had so much stuff going on. I forgot about it. So it happens. And I'll start off with what I was doing. Just gonna remove that. No problem with that. Okay. That. One of the things I did was a rally. I did another mini rally, which I did one of those in June, late June. No, I did that in May. June. No, that was June. That was June because I had to hire a new guy who just graduated high school. So the this I did. It was called the Lobo Loco Rally, not in Kansas anymore. Really happy with how it turned out. And stage, boom. There I am, 9th place with 425 points missing. Let's see if I can do this. No. Okay. I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. So I'm not going to blank out anybody's name. But it was a great ride. I ended up finish. I had a really good plan on that. I might even add something. Let's see here. I'll quick show you what I did. So the theme of the ride was Wizard of Oz. So that's actually the first show I ever did in high school, like as a stage crew guy. And it's based more on the movie than the book. So take it as like we're not doing Wicked or anything. There was no Wicked. There was none of that stuff. One of the points things was named Wicked. Wear hat. I have pictures of that. Uh, I don't know if I deleted those or not. I don't think I did yet, but I might have. I think I did. Uh, no, I didn't. I got them all here. I got them all here because I did some cottywampling too. No, I deleted them. So did I put them in another album? No. Um, archive. Let me see what I deleted. Huh. All right, whatever. I know this is great videoing. I'll put on the DTech. I'll put on my map. So with the trip, what I ended up doing about what did I say? What did I get on miles here? Number 9. I got 300. I got 383 kilometers. So 383 kilometers, 2 miles was 237 miles, which was pretty good. That was pretty low. I think that I think I did like 218. So I did pretty good there. Let me do this. Share screen. Nope. There we go. So here was my plan on what I did. This is pretty much what I did. The only thing, it got a little weird around 18, around around Makunji, Emmaus, and Schnecksville, and then this up here I did not go. So I skipped this because I ran out of time. I did not go here because I ran out of time. I ended up changing plans. What was in Makunji? Makunji was, if I remember right, Makunji was there was like a tin. So one of the things you had to do was find a tin man. And what the guy was looking for, what the wolf, our rally master, was looking for was, he's like, listen, I don't want you to go to like a Martin Luther King statue. I don't want you to go to a Castron statue. I want you to go do something different. And so, like, one of the things I was thinking about doing was, see if this works here. Here we go. So I wanted to go see this guy in, it's not too far away. It's like an extra half hour out of the way. That was going to be my last one for Tin Men, but I couldn't quite find. I was running out of time, and I would have loved to have picked him up. He's stainless steel, so that's the coolest thing. He's stainless. The other thing is, I wanted to, so I knew I wasn't going to make that. So I had to make a change of plans. I only had 10 hours to do this rally too. So if I pull that back up, if I pull this back up with something else, if I pull up my Gmail account, it'll say like I had 7 minutes left. So I was pushing on that. And so I ended up going to, crap. I gotta edit that later. Okay, so Makunji off of 100. Where is he? So there was right here. There he is. there's my Tin Man right here. So he's it's made out of like old tanks. So that was cool. That was I just this the reason why I like this rally was I ended up like doing research without doing research, just driving around like there's a Tin Man, there's this, there's that. I also found another Tin Man in where was it? There's another one down the street, but I can't use two pickups for the same town. So um, yeah, that was what I was doing there, and I was really happy. Um, sharing. Go back here. Stop screen. Hey, I learned something there. Slides, PDFs. Share screen. And DTech again. There. Um, DTech's been working great for me, except when I'm actually doing the event, the phone gets too hot and it fails. So, but yeah, here we go back again. It was supposed to be a 7-hour ride, 262 miles. It ended up not being that big. So it was a pretty good ride. Really happy with it. Yeah, that stop streaming. I'm getting better. Oh, I got rid of my. Oh, there it is. There it is. But yeah, I ended up finishing top 10. I mean, I'm right here. Um, I mean, I wasn't close. So I lost 425 points because I had lost spelled the word heroes wrong. That was one of the titles of the pickups, and I ended up spelling it wrong 5 times. So I got knocked 20% each time. If I would have got that 400 points, I'd be in seventh. So I will say this: you noticed here, Anthony and Judy combined. Jake is by himself. Roland's by himself. Then you have another couple, Kristen and Michelle. No, Roland's with Kristen. Roland's with Kristen. So you have a couple there. That's weird. One's from Ontario. One's from I think they did it in Ontario though. So if I remember reading right. Michelle and Paul, they're a couple. Then you have Tom by himself. And then you have Cliff and Megan. It's one of those things where two heads are better than one. So I was really happy about that. I mean, ninth isn't anything to scoff at. I did better than my first one. My first one, I was going through like mental turmoil. I was not in the right shape of mind, and I just wanted to finish because it was a high number of finishing. It was like 6,000, and I was talking to my friend Terrence, and we were both talking. He goes, "Yeah, that's pretty high to finish. There's 1,500 points just for signing up." So. It was a good, and then here's the most impressive thing that I did, and the thing I'm happy about the most. I was the most efficient person. I had 28.8 points per kilometer. So what does that say about me? That says that if I keep it up, if I keep that kind of mentality where I'm efficient and just going, going from town to town, getting what I can from whatever town, I can get, the most points per mile. So I think, I mean, the thing that I'm looking at here where I lost points was, you noticed I'm the first one who doesn't have this Kansas run. The Kansas run was, they wanted you to go 60 to 80. I think they wanted you to go 80 miles. And then after those 80 miles, you get like 5 points per mile or kilometer or whatever. And I thought about it. I thought about going to Elizabethtown College. That was one of the places I wanted to go. I thought about doing something like that. And to be honest, I think where I screwed up was I hit. Here, I'm gonna stop this. And I'm gonna throw up the map again because I mean this section here wasn't bad. It's like okay, you go from Weiss's or not Weiss's Sheets at uh, Sheets at Kutztown, technically off the 78 by me. Then you go down to Brighton. There was a war memorial. Whenever there was a war memorial, you get points for that. You had to go to 5. There were schools, you get 3. So I went to Kutztown University. You went to, and then I know just because I have family that lives down there, there's this really great road, Wild Missing Road. It's one of my favorite roads down there. Um, and Trekkie and Walt, if you guys are watching, that's something next time we do a group ride, we really should go on that road. But I knew there were 2 lions there. And then another war memorial. I lost a little bit of time here because of the races at Grove. I lost some more time here in King of Prussia because I was getting distracted by Cottywample points. I picked up some. Part of the reason why I did the war memorials, I could double dip. War memorials have typically have cannons, which is Cottywample, and then you have your memorials. So I ended up picking up. Oh, that's where the picture for the actual event or for this actual live stream is from. When I went to Valley Forge. So I went to Valley Forge. That was all highway. That wasn't too bad. 6 was really. I'm really glad I went there because I got to see the Berlin Wall. There was a piece of the Berlin Wall in the German club. So that was one of the other things. Wolf wanted you to go to the Berlin Wall, and we had a piece of in my area. So, but this is where I was screwed up. This is where it starts to go bad. Going here to Peddler's Village because I needed a scarecrow. Nobody has their scarecrows out yet. So I got that one. And then I got Solder. I got War Memorial in Solderton, a War Memorial in Percy. Thank you, Jeff, for that because that's how I found it. That's embarrassing. So, yeah, this is where I started to screw up. So yeah, I went to Peddler's Village. And then I hit up 2 war memorials here. Town. I had to go to a shoe store and I put on some red chucks and went, and clicked my heels 3 times. That's one of the things I did. In Coopersburg, because there's a little bit of yellow brick road. Why was I going here? Oh, that was an old vestigial one. I didn't follow this route. I was supposed to go back to DeSales. I didn't do that. Love locks. I never heard of a love lock until this rally, where they take the lock and you put it up on a bridge. And so I go there, and that's kind of I'm gonna try something here. So I ended up going there, and I got. Well, I hope I have the photo yet. I gotta see where these photos are. I didn't delete them, but I did not delete them, so I gotta find out where they are. But yeah, I never went there. But when I started getting to the Lehigh Valley, things started to slow down big time because of traffic. I never knew this. Route 22 on Saturday afternoon at the airport is bumper to bumper. Just everybody was out that day. It was a busy day. I thought I was signed in, but okay. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I have some photos here. Because it was pretty neat doing the event, but I also been trying to clean out. I've been trying to do really good about cleaning out my stuff on my computer anymore. Deleted. Here. Deleted those. Cars and coffee, deleted those. Yeah, here we go. Found them. Just have to restore them quick. I know, it was great. So, all right, recover those. iCloud, iCloud, iCloud. There we go. So, okay, now I can finally show this off here. Right, and hey, I added it to the stage this time. I want to go full screen. Boom. Okay. So yeah, like some of the stuff. Oh, and one of the weird things is with this, they wanted me to go with, instead of a rally flag, they wanted you to use a picnic basket like Dorothy did. That's one of the first memorials. The honor roll in Brightingsville. I did do some cottywampling. Yeah, there's the lions in Moton. So, like I said, Trekkie, we gotta ride by there. It's a really great road. Um, ended up, those aren't cannons, by the way. Those are guns, I think, if I remember right. Um, yeah, those are guns. They were cannons, so we couldn't get that. There's the Arc, and there's the Arc one. I think this is Instagram. I think this is not Instagram. And believe it or not, I like the not Instagram better because it's exposed better. King of Prussia. Yeah, I got some points for King of Prussia. For the Cottywomple, that's one of the things. Any town that has a king in it, they get points for. So I got that. And there's a bunch of pictures. Oh, that's a pretty shot of I don't know what. So uh, Berlin Wall. That was oh yeah, my flag. If you could see my flag fell, I was very proud of that. Got to touch it, so I got to touch a Berlin Wall. So that was interesting to do. Uh, it's really, you don't realize how important it is until you actually see it. I got one to go to a couple of barbecue places because that's on the Cottywomple. I actually had Duncan here. There's me standing. They were looking for a traditional scarecrow, and that's the best I could find. So, uh, that was the best I could find. There were some really good ones. There was some great Eagles one out over there. This barbecue place was closed. They closed down, so I couldn't use it for the Cottywomple. But I got some other places. Those girls, the lady and the kid or the woman there were probably like, "Why is this guy taking pictures?" Uh, and then I got that. I got some more. Yeah, those were again, Jeff. Thank you for telling me about these. Huge help. Um, I don't think they gave me these. I think they considered these little guys guns, not cannons, unfortunately. Oh, yep. Here's my three. Here's my. There's no place like home in red chucks. Yeah. Oh, here's the locks of love. So at Monocacy Creek, there in Bethlehem, there's a park by the Monocacy Creek. The that is the locks, and they clean it off every once in a while. But I think it's the only place in the Lehigh Valley that does that. So that was really I had to go to Bethlehem for that, and I didn't want to. I bought a hat before I went to Spirit Halloween, and it looks more like a sorting hat than a witch's hat, but it still counts. Uh, and then they made me go get like food and drink because if they didn't do that, make that like a prize, I wouldn't have done it, which would have been bad because I would have been really dehydrated. So I drank some Gatorade to make myself feel better. Actually, I wonder if that Reese's is still in my bag. It might be. Grandpa Joe's and Emmaus. I had to get. No, I don't have a picture of it. Anyway, I had to get a swirly, like the big round lollipop. I had to get one of those. I think this picture kind of shows it, like you see it right here a little bit. So that was cool to go there. And that actually is a really cool store. Like, check it out. Go in there. It's really neat. Yeah, I paid $5.95. I think you saw it a bunch of times. I had to get ice cream, so that was one of the things. Drizzle, and then this was like my last stop. I wasn't planning on stopping here because it was low points. It was like an oil change place. Well, that was it. So, yeah, so that was pretty much it. So that was my like first or second weekend of June or September. So I did that. Really happy with the way that worked out. When was that? No, that was the middle of September. That was September 14th. I got the final results. So the 13th. What else did I do? I did a ton of Cottywomple. I know around Labor Day, I had a 30 stop day, and I think like they approved all but one or two, and then the one or two they didn't approve was just them being stupid, like not noticing it says, "Hey, barbecue." So yeah, there's that. Also, let's see here. What else did I do? Oh, I got this guy running again. The wife got her permit again, so she wants to learn how to use a clutch again. So I got the little black bike running again, the Project Traum. I got saddlebags for it, and I probably after this I'm gonna put the saddlebags on. Don't know if I'm moto camping with that or not. I could. I'd like to go up to the KOA and do that. So yeah, that's something I'd like to do. And else did that. This weekend I've got the end of my corporate year at work, and then I have stuff to do at the house. So I'm not gonna go. What I am gonna do is on October 4th, and I can bring this up over here. Um, Hermes has their ride-in on October 4th, and I'm doing two things. Actually, three things. So Hermes or BMW. So I'm gonna be going to that because that's kind of like it's a BMW dealership. There's a good guy, there's a good sales guy, good parts guy. So I want to do that. I know someone with the GS12. She's very lucky. Let's see here. When is that? Where is it? It's like they're not even telling me it's on the. It's not even on the main page. Events. Are there events? Post. Yeah, that's weird. They don't have anything about their event. They're talking about stuff. But I don't see them. There's nothing about the event. That's weird. Yeah, so they're having a ride-in on October 4th. And so I'm going to be out there on October 4th. I know me and the BMW guys are. Here we go. Motoberfest at Hermes. But yeah, I'm going to be going. What do we got here? No, that's something else. See if they put anything in discussion. I know I'm scrolling through here stupid fast. He's a little early. But yeah, they're gonna have some German food and highest mileage stuff, oldest bike, farthest from home. Looks like they're trying to get rid of the DS 1300 already, since that 1.9% financing. And that's not them, that's BMW. There's a reason why they're selling though. So uh, new apparel, stuff like that. So I'm gonna be going to that event. Gonna be riding from Sheets in Brightingsville because I'm gonna meet up with some people with the club, and then head on up there. And then my next place, I'm going to go there. And then the next place that I want to go to is Skeeter's Barbecue. And that place is up in, where is that? Shamokin Dam. And I want it for the Cottywomple, but I also want it for, I've never been there. It looks like a fun place to go. So we're going to leave at noon, get there at like 2, 3 o'clock. And then you hit up Knoebels because that is one of my favorite places to go. Is that really the only picture they have? I think I have more. I'm won't let me scroll. Impulse is good. That's that one. But this one here is Twister. This one here is Chef's Kiss. Great roller coaster. The Ferris wheel. I was hoping there would be a night shot here, but I'm not seeing anything. I do like my roller coasters. Yeah, here we go. So they're opening up Hollow Fun, and Hollow Fun starts the first weekend of October, and so this year This year they were shutting down before it really got dark. So the thing about Knoebels that's really nice is the lighting of, this is me being a lighting guy. Something else here. Knoebels at night, and I'm just getting images here. So Knoebels at night is like nothing else. I mean, it gives you that old style fair atmosphere or old style park. Well, they are an old park. So I mean, I shouldn't see. Here we go. Let's check out this guy's photo. I mean, that's a great picture of, I think that's sunrise. Yeah, actually, that's some really good lighting. That's middle of that might be day. No, that's sunset. Phoenix is top notch. Here, how about I actually go this way? That's a cool pic of Impulse. Wicked look. That thing is wicked. That thing is super intensive. That's a great picture. I mean, these are all really good. That's a wicked little coaster. I mean that. So I'm gonna go Knoebels at night for that. I'm gonna be on the bike, and yeah, that's something just. I gotta find this guy and follow him. I don't care for black and white. Oh yeah, this is why I want to go to Knoebels at night. Look how like that is great. You have all the lights. They actually have old neon tubes. You got the old bumper cars. I love those old bumper cars. They are the best in the country. This guy actually he did some really good work. And like that right there is why I want to go. I mean, I want to go ride Twister at night, and um, just so, like I like the old lighting. Just and looks like they put lights on though. And looks like they didn't turn those on yet. So, but especially Twister has that old style gable roof. Uh, I was looking for the one I was looking for was Phoenix at night because Phoenix is amazing. All right, thanks for joining, Trekkie. I appreciate it. We'll catch up later. So. Yeah, I mean, Knoebels at night is just you can't beat that. It's just when it moves to another. Okay, whatever. So it is one of those places that I really want to go to. So Um, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some camping up there. I think I found Indian Head Campground. I think I finally found a campground I liked, and that was Indian Head Campground. I mean, I'm looking at their website. It actually looks decent. Um, it, I mean, you can book the thing. You can book it from there. I mean, I'm just, I am so tired of trying to find a place to stay up there. There's nothing like you have Ellisburg right there. There's nothing like you go south to Shamokin, nothing. You got some stuff over in Sunbury and I forget what the other Smoking Dam. The best thing I could do is go north up to. I ended up going north up to Bloomsburg. That's how I found this. Oh, well, if you guys are open till October 31st, okay, cool. I'm going to stay up there. So that's the plan. I got to tell the guys, tell some of the guys in the BMW club. I'm going to open it up to the Walton PA Discord people for the rides up and everything. But because of Hermes, I had to change it all up. So that's pretty much it. And then I got a couple other things. There's another Lobo Loco rally that's a themed to zombies. So what I'll probably do, I might run the Vespa on that. I haven't decided. My wife didn't hear me say that. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna probably run that, and then, but I could be running the bike. I might run the bike till the end of October because I have a project at the house that's gonna take a lot of time. After I'm done with that, zombies, and then the bike is going down for a new clutch. It needs to be done. So, but that's pretty much it. That was my September. It's my October coming up. Really happy with the way that rally went. So I'm the only guy here. The only other guy watching is me. Account. So this was it was fun. Later on, you can catch up. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching later. And if you have any questions, let me know. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.